Ever felt like you're on attempt number 39 and just about ready to throw in the towel? Well, let me tell you a story about a little blue and yellow can that proves the 40th time might just be the charm. This is the story of WD-40, and it's not just about a squeaky door hinge. It's a masterclass in never giving up. Back in 1953, in a tiny lab in San Diego, a fledgling company called the Rocket Chemical Company was on a mission. Not for you and me, not yet. Their client was the aerospace contractor Convair, and they had a big problem: rust and corrosion on the outer skin of their Atlas rockets. These magnificent beasts, designed to touch the stars, were being threatened by something as simple as moisture. Convair needed a solution, a water displacement compound to protect their multi-million-dollar missiles. So the team at Rocket Chemical, led by a man named Norm Larson, got to work. They started mixing chemicals, trying to create the perfect formula. They tried once, it failed. They tried a second time, it failed again. A third, a fourth, a 10th, a 20th. Failure after failure. Imagine the scene. The lab probably smelled like a concoction of solvents and chemicals. Day after day, the team would show up, look at their notes, tweak the formula, and test it. Each time, they hoped this would be the one. And each time, it wasn't quite right. 30 times they failed. 35, 38, 39 times. Their experiments did not produce the desired result. Now, here's our first big lesson. Most people would have quit. 39 failures is a lot. It's demoralizing. It's expensive. It would be so easy to say, this is impossible, and move on to another project, but they didn't. They didn't see 39 failures. They saw 39 ways that didn't work, which meant they were 39 steps closer to the one that would. This mindset is everything. Persistence isn't just about trying hard. It's about learning from every single attempt. Each failure provided a new piece of data, a clue to what they needed to change. And then, on the 40th attempt, it happened. The formula was perfect. It did exactly what they needed it to do. It displaced water, creating a thin, protective barrier against corrosion. And what did they call this miracle concoction? They didn't hire a fancy marketing firm or spend weeks brainstorming. They simply named it for its journey: Water Displacement 40th Formula, WD-40. It was a name born from pure, unadulterated persistence. At first, WD-40 was strictly an industrial product. Convair used it on their rockets, and other aerospace companies started ordering it too. The employees at Rocket Chemical loved it so much. They started sneaking cans home in their lunchboxes to use on their own projects, fixing squeaky hinges, loosening stuck bolts, and protecting their tools from rust. They noticed something incredible. This product, designed for rockets, was a powerhouse for everyday problems. Here comes our second huge lesson. Pay attention to how your customers are actually using your product. Sometimes your most brilliant market isn't the one you were aiming for. The team saw this organic, grassroots demand happening right under their noses. Their own employees were the first unofficial market. Norm Larson had a stroke of genius. He thought, if our own team finds this so useful, maybe everyone else will too. So he proposed packaging WD-40 into aerosol cans to sell to the consumer market. It was a risk. This was a deviation from their entire business model, which was focused on industrial clients. The company president, John Berry, was initially hesitant. Selling to the masses was a whole different ballgame. But in 1958, they took the leap. They started selling WD-40 in those iconic blue and yellow aerosol cans to hardware and sporting goods stores in San Diego. The public's reaction was immediate and overwhelmingly positive. People found hundreds, then thousands of uses for it. From silencing a squeaky baby carriage to helping fishermen protect their reels from salt water, WD-40 became the go-to solution for just about everything that was stuck, squeaky, or rusty. This brings us to lesson number 3. the power of a single highly versatile product. While some companies diversify into hundreds of different items, the Rocket Chemical Company, which was eventually renamed the WD-40 Company, focused almost all its energy on one thing and doing it exceptionally well. They didn't try to create WD-40 for bikes, W40 for cars, and W-40 for doors. It was just WD-40. The user decided its purpose. Their marketing reflected this. They didn't tell people how to use it. They celebrated the ingenious ways people were already using it. The company even compiled a list of user-submitted uses, which grew to over 2,000 entries. One of the most famous stories is about a bus driver in Asia who used WD-40 to remove a python that had coiled itself around the undercarriage of his bus. You can't make this stuff up. This user-generated content was marketing gold long before the internet even existed. The lesson here is profound. Empower your customers to be your storytellers. When people feel a sense of ownership and discovery with your product, they become your most passionate evangelists. WD-40 wasn't just a product. It became a tool for ingenuity, a trusted companion in every garage and workshop around the world. By 1993, just 40 years after its creation, WD-40 was found in 4 out of 5 American households and was selling over 1 million cans a week. The company didn't achieve this through massive, flashy ad campaigns in the beginning. They did it through word of mouth and a product that simply worked time and time again. So, what can we take away from this incredible journey? First, embrace failure as data. Your 39th failure isn't a dead end. It's the final lesson you need before your 40th success. Second, listen to your users. Your intended market might not be your best market. Look for where the real demand is, even if it's in an unexpected place. Third, sometimes simplicity and focus are your greatest strengths. Perfecting one versatile product can be far more powerful than creating 100 mediocre ones. And finally, let your customers be part of your story. The story of WD-40 is a powerful reminder that monumental success often comes not from a single moment of brilliance, but from the relentless, humble pursuit of a solution. It's about the grit to try one more time when everyone else would have quit. So next time you grab that blue and yellow can to fix something around the house, remember the 39 failures it took to get there, and ask yourself, what's my 40th formula? And am I willing to do the work to find it? Thanks so much for watching. If you found this story as inspiring as I do, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories behind the brands you know and love. Let me know in the comments what your favorite use for WD-40 is. See you in the next video.